Hey everybody, welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. Ron Placote is with us. He's doing a house show this Friday in Santa Cruz.
Ron will be in the house.
In someone's house doing comedy.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, if anyone wants to attend and you're in Boulder Creek, California, ronplacone.com, drop me an email.
All right, look at that. Hey, guess what's going on? We reported on this before, and there's been an update. The Chicago Symphony Orchestra strike will go on after management rejects. So they're striking. The Symphony Orchestra in Chicago is striking. Look at that. So you don't think of classical musicians needing a union, but they do. Airline pilots have a union. Professional athletes need a union. Isn't that something? Some of the richest people in the country have unions. To me, that's interesting. So a week after the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, musicians rejected the last, best, and final offer from the management. Their own counteroffer has been rejected, meaning the strike's going to continue. The Chicago Federation of Musicians, the union for the striking musicians, rejected that offer last week and presented their own counterproposal on Tuesday, but management turned it down. The CFM essentially reiterated, with very minor changes, its previous proposal, including retention of an open defined benefit plan for all current and new members, untenable wage increases, and additional paid time off. Yeah, that is untenable.
Yeah, I know. They're saying it like it's so
Right. Oh,
out
my
there.
God. You want to have benefits for new and current members? That is untenable. Untenable. The CSOA was unable to accept this proposal, CSOA spokeswoman Eileen Chambers stated in an email. The two sides have not scheduled any further negotiations. So the musicians, they've been on strike since March 10th in Chicago, and the Chicago Symphony Orchestra has canceled several scheduled concerts over the past 4 weeks. The musicians, however, they're going around doing free performances around Chicago. Very smart of them.
Yeah.
Because that'll get goodwill on their side. So
They already have it. I mean, people have been really supportive.
yeah, people in Chicago have been supportive of this. So that's good. That's good to see. People are supportive of teachers. People are supporting strikers now. I remember the last time, and I live in Los Angeles now since 1995, and there was the Ralph workers. Ralph's was our big supermarket here. And they were trying to divide workers from their customers. I remember they were interviewing customers going into a Ralph's and asking them about their strike at the Ralph's store. And they're like, well, why do they deserve to have this? I don't get it. That's how people were divided. Like, why should they get benefits and better? They're asking for better stuff than I have. And people don't seem to be doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
People seem to realize that, yeah, teachers should get paid a certain amount, and we all need to start striking because we all need a raise. I think people are starting to realize that they're all in it together. Workers, are starting to realize we're all in it together and not being angry at someone else who's gotten something that they didn't. You know what I mean?
I think so, too. And I think that's why the corporate media doesn't talk about it a lot, because they know that strikes are contagious.
Yeah, strikes have been happening, and they've been well, this one, though, that's the weird thing. That they've been settling the teacher strikes very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so we also reported on the strikes that were happening in Mexico, right? So they were auto parts. They make auto parts. They ship them to the United States. Those workers went on strike. Those strikes spread to places like Coca-Cola bottling factories and dairy factories, stuff like that. So, yeah, the strikes do spread, just like you said.
You know, Jimmy, I just wanted to point out that these musicians are actually marching to the beat of a different drummer. He's unionized.
If a man fails to show up for work at a low wage, maybe it's because he marches to the beat of a different drummer. The union drummer.
That sounds like a horn.
All right, way to go, CSO in Chicago. Go get him. Next live Jimmy Dore show is June 5th. That's a Wednesday at Hermosa Beach Comedy Club in Hermosa Beach, California. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all tickets. We might be coming to your town. And if you love the show, please become a patron. Please support the show. We give you hours of bonus material every week. And please click that bell and make sure you're subscribed. Even if you think you are already subscribed, they unsubscribe people every day. Just check. Thanks for your support.